Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Women allegedly gathered in their numbers in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, demanding, immediate, immunity removal from the Olórìs. Yes, because of what happened. The palace of the Ooni of Ife was already boiling with quiet tension, but what happened, recently exploded it into a full-blown crisis. Iya Inile, the oldest. Yeah, she's not the oldest, but she's an old and most respected, woman, custodian of tradition in Ile-Ife, pied in her sleep. She pied in her sleep, at night. And while some say it was peaceful, others are certain her pie came from something deeper, something dangerous she was walking on just before her last breath. A forbidden version of Asìri Èwà, the sacred spiritual covering meant to protect the wives of the Ooni of Ife from disgrace and punishment. But this was not ordinary Asìri Èwà. This version was being secretly prepared for, some of the Olórìs. Some people say Ebony and others are saying, of course, different names, who had recently came under serious scrutiny within the palace. Their so-called immunity, as wives was under threat of being removed, or is under threat of being removed. Elders, priests and inner palace council had reportedly warned them. Rumors spread fast that the Ooni of Ife is still planning, on, ritual purification, one that would cleanse the palace of unworthy spirit, pretenders who have abused their position. And when that happens, any wife without official, spiritual covering would be left exposed, stripped of her grace and disgrace, and be vulnerable to the public disgrace, banishment, or even worse, the silence, but final act of royal dismissal. They said Iyanifa knew what was coming. She felt the shift, she saw the signs, and she tried to act fast. But what she used to prepare the urgent Asìri Èwà was a grave mistake. Yes, no one, knows who yet, as what we are hearing as at now. They said nobody knows the person who, collected the sacred bead from the Ooni of Ife. They said this bead is not just any bead. This one is used during, was used during his coronation. It's believed to carry the direct spiritual signature of Oduduwa and Ogun. Using that bead in any ritual not directly sanctioned by the throne is a deep violation, even for Iya Inile. But she was desperate to protect the women she had, grown fond of, especially from what we are hearing, Ebony, because she was very, very close to Ebony. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Larama. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sources still on the royal side. Daylight, my Dolorite, my own people. Daylight, my Dolorite, my super people. Daylight, my Daylight, my sugar people. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Daylight. I love you guys. Yes, so as we are hearing, the ceremony herself is said to have broken down in tears when she heard the news of Iya Inile's spy, but it wasn't grief that broke her, it was fear. Because now, without the completion of the ritual and with the sacred bead stolen, not only is the spiritual covering incomplete, the very act has now angered the royal spirit and the elders of Ile-Ife. But today, they said it was worse than anything. Hundreds of women, mostly relative followers, sympathizers of, Iya Inile, market leaders, and all of that gathered in front of palace. They came with mourning clothes, some with our wrappers, head tied with, red and black cloth, carrying palm front, chanting violently, immunity must be removed. Let the real queen rise. Let those hiding behind beat be exposed. Immunity must be removed. We no go green, yo, we no go green. We no go green, yo, we no go green. The thing that I notice about these women is that every time they try to do a damage control, it gets worse. It's always like has a way of spiraling out of control. Yes, every time they try to do a damage control, things just get really bad. Things get really ugly. Things get super duper ugly. Yes, so this one, things have gotten absolutely bad. These women, they are asking that immunity be removed immediately. They accuse some, palace figures of hypocrisy, of using Inami's spiritual presence as a weapon while shielding their favorite from, scrutiny. Others accuse, different Olórìs for doing, what I do not know about. Like this whole drama is being either here or there. They were singing and chanting that a great woman is out there, and all of these ones are in here causing problems left, right, and center. That we want the truth and we want the immunity to be removed. That they are asking and calling on Kabiyesi to do everything that is within his power to ensure that immunity is removed as a matter of urgency. No more wasting of time, no more sitting down and arguing with elders, because this immunity thing would have been removed. And they are saying that if immunity had been removed, it would not have cost Iya Inile's life. But others, there are a lot of people in the palace who are saying that Iya Inile got what she deserved, because she is that one person that would fight Olori Naomi. She has always been against Olori Naomi. She does not want the peace of Olori Naomi. That Iya Inile, as a custodian, is supposed to know the truth, supposed to know the rules, supposed to know that there are certain things you do not even try to do, because if you try to do, you will pay with your life. In fact, the elders are even saying that, does Iya Inile not know that Ogunjaye has been released? Where the hell has she been? Has she been sleeping in obscurity? Like, why would she allow anybody whatsoever to influence her that way? And Iya Inile is somebody who used to like some Olórìs. If she likes you, she likes you. She doesn't like you, she does not like you. She is paddy to Ebony. This is what we are hearing. So a lot of people are thinking that the bid that she, the Asìri Èwà she was preparing, that she was actually preparing for Ebony. That it has to have been Ebony that she was preparing that Asìri Èwà for. It has to be Ebony that she was taking that kind of risk for. That it couldn't have been any other person but Ebony. That is what is going on. But women are saying immunity must be removed like immediately. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.